Welcome back to KP's Kingdom, Cooking with KP. And today I'm going to show you how to make this really simple date slice. I'm usually really bad at making desserts, but stick with me here. So here I've got 1.5 cups of plain flour and 1.25 cups of self-raising flour. They're just going straight into a food processor. I'm going to give that a quick little blitz down. Now, if you don't want to do that, make this by hand, just use a sieve and sieve your flours through. 150 grams of chopped cold butter, that's going in. Now you can use your fingers and crumble that, but why when you've got a machine like this and you can just blitz it and mix everything together. Alright, make sure you just give it a stir from time to time. And you'll end up with a nice fine breadcrumb type consistency out of all of this. Alright, now we're going to add in 1 egg. Sorry for my arm being in the way there. That's going to go straight in. And I'm also going to add in around about 1/2 cup of milk. Straight in like that. I'm going to keep blitzing this up. And all of a sudden it will form a nice little ball. Now, traditionally you would also add in a bit of honey, but this is sweet enough. You do not need it. So therefore I left that out. So we're going to make up a nice little dough. You can see it starting to form now. Just going to blitz that through, and the blade we're using on that is just a plastic blade. We're not using a metal chopping blade, we're using a mixing blade for this. As you can see, it's starting to come together. Turn that out onto a little bit of a floured bench, and we're going to knead that for about 5 minutes or so, and that will start to come together. Now, this is basically a sort of short crust type pastry. It does remind me of pastries that I used to make when I was a kid, when I first started cooking, before I ended up going into the restaurants. It's almost like a bit of a scone type consistency. Now I'm just going to put that in some plastic film, some cling film. I'm going to roll that up, tie it all off, and that's going to go sit in the fridge for about ½ an hour. Alright, how easy is that? And while it's sitting in the fridge, that rest of that moisture will penetrate the rest of that flour. So here I've got 500 grams or 1/2 kilo of pitted dates. I'm just going to put that straight into our food processor, and we are now using the metal chopping blade. I'm going to chop these up roughly. Alternatively, you could also do this by hand with the knife, but if you've already got the machine out, why not use it? So here I've got a pan, and all I'm simply going to do is add all those chopped dates straight into our pan. Just like that. Very, very simple. I'm going to add in around about 3/4 cup of water, just cold water, and we can start getting our heat going. I've also added around about 2 tablespoons of finely grated lemon rind and 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. And this is what really cuts through the sweetness of the dates. It gives it a nice flavour. I don't like sweet things really. It's just my personal preference, which is why I don't cook too many desserts. If I do cook a dessert, it's more of a custard or something like that. So I've split that pastry in half. I've rolled out 1/2, and I'm going to roll out the second half to fit into the bottom of a nice little baking tin that I've got sitting there over to the side. All we have to do now is spread our date mixture straight on top, just like that. Try and get it nice and even if possible. And as I said, I'm not really good with desserts, so it doesn't always turn out perfect for me. You should have seen the recipe that we tried to cook the day before. Absolute disaster. Right, oven sitting at 180 degrees. That's going in for about 20 minutes. And when it comes out, let it cool. Slice it up like that. And there you go, KP's date slice. Right, I'd like to see you try and make this one at home. If you like this video, hit that like button. Gives me confidence. It should make you feel warm and fuzzy too. Hit that notifications bell. You might, if you're lucky, be notified if a new video goes up. But more importantly, I want you to come and join the family, my family. Hit that subscribe button and you'll never miss another one of my videos again. I'm off to have a cup of coffee and eat my date slice. I will catch you next time. Bye.